Naturalist Engineer here, and today we're going to talk about some things that have been going on in the world. Just want to child-free shirt, you know. So anyways, this is the native plant garden, and this is normally what I'd be talking about if things weren't so fucked up in the world right now. But I think it's your civic duty to do politics, because if you don't do politics, politics will do you. 100% this Trump regime is a criminal regime. You may think differently, you're dead wrong. He's blatantly saying out in the open what he's doing, and we must stop it. And I will keep repeating these things till I'm blue in the face. But we have to have community. We have to get to know our neighbors. We have to get to know some people around us. I'm not saying you got to get to know your maggot neighbors. Frankly, I say fuck them. I don't think you want somebody on your side that falls for some bullshit that's going on in our government. They're part of the reason why we're even in the state that we're in. And some of these people moved up to high positions and they're selfish. I say leave them be. Don't let them in on what we're doing. Grab the people that are either desperate enough or have the humility to admit that they made a mistake, and help them help us get out of this shit. But if people are still deluded, or that stupid to keep falling for this shit, or that selfish to keep falling for this shit, let them figure shit out on their own. They will drag us down. We have more than enough people on our side in order to make this shit work. So what am I asking you to do? I'm asking you to join me. I need more people in this area, in Charleston, and just the greater South Carolina area, or even the greater Southeast area, to arm themselves, not just with information, but also with actual, okay? I listen to this guy, he's with Black Flag Civilian, it's a YouTube channel, and I agree with him. He said, you don't have guns to necessarily do violence, but it's a deterrence. It is part of what makes up that, what are you going to do to protect your First Amendment, or protect what you own? If the police don't care enough about you to protect you, then you have to protect yourself, and you've got to protect your neighbors. If ICE is out looking for somebody who is a threat, you got to protect them. ICE is going to think twice rolling up on you if you and all your neighbors have at least one AR in your repertoire. If you have thousands of brands of ammo, they know they're not going to want to outlast that, especially if you have other things on your hand, like gas mask, like, you know, your own things like anti-flash, things that will protect you against gunshot wounds, like plate carriers with actual plates. I suggest level 3+ to be able to defend yourself against green tips, okay? Ask me. I've learned a lot in the past year and a half, and believe you me, I am a believer in the Second Amendment, okay? So we're not all a bunch of libtards. Some of us are just Americans who may have voted mostly Republican in the past, and now we see that both sides are kind of against us, but right now, let's just be honest, it's mostly the Republicans, you know, the conservatives. But I think that a lot of people that call themselves Christian and all that, they kind of are easily duped into this cult-like mentality. And I want to be straight with you. Any of us can fall for a cult, okay? So don't let this whole community thing, whatever, get to your head. Learn to think for yourself and challenge the community. Think for yourself. You may have information other people don't have, and question me, okay? Other people might have knowledge out there that you don't have. Listen to them. If they keep effing up and keep giving you bad information, have that conversation. But trust that everyone has a different perspective, and they can be an asset, okay? Not all of us need to be warriors on the front line. Not all of us need to be nerds, somewhere else. But a lot of the reason why I become so political is because not enough people are stepping up. So I feel like I have to fill in the gaps. So help me not have to do this shit so much. Get out there on the streets like we are. Get out there talking to politicians and calling out their bullshit. Get out there learning an extra trade. Get out there stepping outside your comfort zone. Learn how to shoot a gun. Learn more about the world around you. Look at independent media. Look at international news to learn the truth. Once you learn the truth, you realize how much power we actually do have and how much we have let these billionaires get from us. And more than just billionaires, any one of us can become a rich douchebag. Any one of us are wannabe selfish dick fucks, okay? I'm looking around a neighbor right there. This neighbor right back here, he's an Aryan Nazi motherfucker. He wouldn't hesitate to take millions of dollars away from other people. Why? Because he's a selfish fucking prick. And he's a breeder. He don't give a fuck about anyone but himself. He's a lost cause. He's somebody here that would be working for ICE. And he's an uneducated piece of shit who does roofing or tiling or something like that. And he works for a piece of shit company. Alright? These people would, bulldoze us into our own destruction. And they won't care, they'll blame somebody else. That's not an adult, that is a child. I know I might be using childish language here, but people like this guy over here, he's the fucking child. He's the one who, when he is creating the world around him from his actions, he doesn't own up to his own bullshit. He won't call out his own bullshit, okay? And me going on social media using up data for these data centers, I'm going to call that bullshit out. That is taking up energy, and it is hurting nature. But I'm doing this for a reason now, and that's why I desperately need it to work. So, listen to me. I am probably one of the most honest voices you'll hear out there. I will not fuck with you. I will not bullshit you. And I will do what needs to be done to fix this fucking shit. Because our planet is being destroyed by people like Trump, by people like this guy over here. So it's not just the billionaires, it's all of us that have a stake in this game, and all of us are complicit in what's happening to us. If you don't stand up against it, if you try to act like everything is normal, you will get fucked. And don't ever act like things should continue the way they are, because we are 7,000 ways fucked to Sunday. We are in an ecological overshoot. So even when we get rid of Trump, we still have the greater humanity to deal with. And it is our responsibility to do something about it. And I get it. You only live once in this life. But the things I'm asking you to do aren't that big of a change in your life. You could still be happy. You can still find peace in what's around you. And I've done that. This native plant garden is an example of that. I have found a way to find happiness while at the same time giving back to nature. I've seen that the world is collapsing around me, and I decided to be child-free because we have too many kids as it is, and I could take that money that I'm making from work and donate to kids that are in need right now. So I can say without a doubt, I am not a selfish fucking prick like half of you out there. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. Yeah, I'm better than most of you out there. Go fuck yourself if you're not doing any better. And I am not ashamed to say it, and I am not sorry. So get off your ass and do something about what's going on. Join a local group. Join the group I'm in, Sons of Liberty, and just get with it, all right? Be a man, be brave, be an actual patriot, and nut the fuck up.